Welcome in, Transplanar. You're watching the recording of our very first live show at Big Bad Con 2023 on September 30th, titled The COLISEUM of Queer Chaos. This live show stars the Hounds of Mercy from our first main campaign, The Second Stranger, comprised of Quinn B. Rodriguez, Dare Hickman, Hamna Shahid, and C. Thomas, as well as Strike Team Nova from The Chaos Protocol, made of Valiant Dorian, Kai K, and Sam Starr. This live show was produced by Sloan K. Smith and Lex Rosenberg, with audio editing done by Marissa Ewing of Hemlock Creek Productions, and final touches by yours truly, Connie Chong. This one-shot is proudly sponsored by Dimitri Opines of Explain Trade, Frivolous Bear Studios, Sandy Pug Games, By Odin's Beard RPG, Bookworm Games, and The Bow System. We did run into some tech issues during live production, so be advised of occasional buzzing noises and volume dropouts. On the video side, we weren't able to get visuals until about a third of the way into the show itself, so it's audio only up until that point. Otherwise, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Content warnings for this live show include fantasy violence, gore, blood, flirting, romance, kissing, sexual references, monsters and monstrosity, body horror, and brief descriptions of space. So I think with that out of the way, we can get started! All right!
We're all really normal.
Anyway, we are going to open on space. As purple as twilight, as deep as a bruise. Infinite stars glimmer overhead like uncut gems embedded in pitch black coal. The only sound that perforates this infinite, interminable vacuum is cheering? Yes, that's right! Cheering! Floating in the mist of this infinite abyss, like a jagged, broken crown of some long-forgotten god, is a Colosseum. Not just any Colosseum, the Coloseuum of Queer Chaos! We push in now and we see outer walls hewn from storm gray rock, pockmarked by archways and pillars and courtyards glimmering with shrubbery and flowers blooming like the height of summer. We push past these storm gray walls and find an inner atrium with 4 tiers of stone benches titrating downward toward an open, sweeping arena. The arena itself is empty for now, but the benches are full of people. Spectators, yes! Of all kinds, all formations of organic and inorganic and some kind of organic life. We see someone in the stands cheering, a person with dark brown skin, these piercing golden eyes and practical leather armor. We pan across and we see someone else with translucent skin, 2 pairs of arms and a pulsating heart beating within a viscid, visible chest. Every kind of person. We see horns, teeth, fangs, wings, tails, scales, hooves, eyes, so many wings, so many different kinds of people united under one common singular purpose. Bloodthirst. Bloodthirst! Violence, cruelty, I feel it, you crave it! Sitting upon a throne underneath the northern gate of the Colosseum, a throne hewn from pure diamond, is this arena's undying god king, the great Reifier. Shut up. The progenitor of nightmares. Squeak. Squeak is a 3-foot wide, 3-foot tall, perfectly spherical frog thing. She has dark green skin and a soft little belly of lighter green skin and a pair of bright yellow bulbous eyes perched atop a perfectly orbitous body. Hanging from her shoulders/neck is a cape sewn from the whispers and screams of innocence, and clutched in a stubby webbed hand is a scepter topped by a glowing gem like a piece of red hot coal. And as the people cheer, silence! Thank you. I know you're all here for the same reason that I am here for, which is cruelty, bloodthirst, viciousness, yes, all these things, but we must have patience! Patience before the greatest battle royale, the greatest tournament of your lives descends upon this arena. For too long, we have been spoon-fed, nay, force-fed the same old boring stories of perfect light vanquishing perfect darkness, of Western European skewed narratives of the grand hero battling against the grand villain, but no more! No more. Unshackle yourselves. Don't you just want to go apeshit? Don't you just want to see your favorite heroes fighting each other? I know I do. I give you the Coliseum of Queer Chaos. Yes, cheer for me. Applause. We have two incredible adventuring parties here to duke it out for the fight of their lives tonight. And SQUEAK brandishes this jeweled scepter, and that diamond at the top glows bright. The magic in this empty arena squeezes, the weave tensing like a bowstring pulled taut and then releases. And upon that release of energy, like a drum being smacked, we see on one end, this is the wrong end, we see on one end of the arena the Hounds of Mercy appearing in a single fell swoop, one after the other, four incredible adventurers, starting with Geron. Cotter, what do you look like as you ribbon into existence, and what were you in the middle of doing?
So, we hear the ragged panting of Geron before we see him. Out of his dark brown-skinned mouth, lined with green scales at the edges, we hear Geron's breath, heavy, heaving against his bare back. And Geron is a green dragonborn. He has many horns along his head, and the middle horn is the only one unbroken, every other one jagged edges. And their long white hair is currently, well, it is... Geron is the bait of the hounds, correct? As we all know. And the hair of the bait of the hounds is currently hooked in the fist of a gray-skinned person.
I think you mean a hunter, because Okakyan is nothing if not the perfect monster hunter. Okakyan is holding Geron's ponytail in a clenched gray-skinned fist, covered in scars, covered in tattoos. And yes, Connie, we are in fact doing this to you right now.
They told me they had a special introduction prepared. An orgy?
We have office jobs.
I'm glad it only took one of us introducing you to get to that point. Yeah. Oka's arm is wrapped around Geron, and as I think we appear in this space, there's a tangle of limbs as both of them, I think, fall down with Oka pressing a fist and arm into Geron's head, down it to the ground, really. As I think they both collapse onto the ground. Wings askew Oka's 4 pairs of wings and 8 halos of blood circling behind their head. 7? 7. Please tell me where's my other halo?
You made it.
You gave it.
I gave it to the
You gave it.
I forgot.
Yeah. You gave it to Shepard.
I forgot about that. It's been a while, and I think Oka leans backward, looking for the person they were just holding on to. Sitlali, where the fuck are we?
And Sitlali is, well, there's a healed boot in Geron's back.
Y'all are so
And
iconic for this.
they stumble as the rest of them fall, and Sitlali is quite literally glowing. And the weave around them kind of pulsates and oscillates between like purples and blues and pinks. And Sitlali's hair, Sitlali's about, how tall is Sitlali there? Lolly's a changeling. Lolly is about 6'7" today, I think. Translucent dragonfly wings. No. Bird wings? No. Oh, they're gone now. Just kind of looks down, looks around. Where's Mercy? Where the fuck is Mercy?
Wasn't she just between your thighs, like 3 seconds ago?
She was supposed to be.
Okay, I'm having a moment, I think.
Can you take your foot off of my back?
Gentle!
Please.
Oh boy. Yeah, and Gentle is also there. I think sort of helping Lolly stay steady as they're maybe the most clothed. They are they have deep green hair, slightly like bluish greenish skin. They're, I think, the one like their cloak is still on, not for any reason particular. And they're like we're flying slightly, I think, just as they were pulled into wherever the hell we are, and they just everyone good? What? Where are we?
Squeak?
Is that people?
Is that?
Oh, yes. Hello. People say hi to the underdressed hound. Say hello. It's good to see you all. It's been a while, huh? This is a little awkward. I didn't know you were going to be in the middle of all that, huh?
We were a little busy.
A little busy.
You do cast Fog Cloud. How does it look?
I think just immediately from Gentle's hand, there's almost like a soft cloud as like they just sort of throw it at the ground. It just creates a smoke screen for them to like, I don't know, be better.
It's gonna take
Yes.
a lot more than a fog cloud.
It will. Yeah. It will do that.
Yes, fog obscures the southern side of the arena, and I think when it dies down, all of you are fully clothed miraculously. The magic of the weave. Squeak brandishes a stubby little arm toward you all and says,
Well, as much as I'd love to stay and chat for this reunion, I do have a battle to the death to pitch you against.
I'm sorry, with whom?
with Nova! And they brandish their scepter to the northern side of the arena, where again the weave tenses like a guitar string, gets strummed, and ribboning into existence are 4 more figures, starting at one end with Zan and Ash. What do you look like, and what are you in the middle of doing as you get zapped into this arena?
Mr. Zainanesh is crouched on the ground, and he was having a nice day. There was a beautiful pink sky above, and Trans has a lovely garden. And so, crouched down, what he was putting a new plant in the ground, he has let it go, and suddenly the ground is different. Zynan stands up, kind of looking around confused. He is a just about 6 foot tall, very, very purple skinned, not too big, not too small man wearing head to toe black and a flat brimmed black cowboy hat with distinct glowing all on their own, no stars needed, glowing green marks on his face.
Ooh, yeah. Zion, you zap in. There's a moment as it's just you on the southern side. How are you taking in your environs? The dozens, if not hundreds, if not thousands, if not nay, infinite people looking down at you, leering with bloodthirsty intent.
Zion gets a little smaller.
Yeah.
Hello?
As the cheering goes on, the magic tenses once more like a heart convulsing, and then Lumira, you are pumped into existence. What do you... Not like that, Hounds. Not like that.
You made the hand motion.
I mean, we could.
Silence! Lumira, please introduce yourself.
Lumira was in the middle of, I think, reading maybe 3 or 4 different books at a time. She's sitting on the edge of her bed in her room, and right as she's getting ready to leave, probably to go get something to eat or something like that, and carrying a book with her, she reaches out for the pocket watch that stands right next to her bed. And she gets dropped directly in the middle of here. Lumira stands about 5'10" ish, beautiful, smooth brown skin, curly brown hair that pieces are in braids, others are in her natural curl pattern and gray streaked all throughout it. Her robes are extremely pressed, sharp to the nines, black, gold, white, the trans colors, gradient, and adhered all across her shoulders and back and chest piece are these beautiful gold glimmering hot gears. And when she gets dropped, she stumbles in front. What the fuck is this place?
Hi. What? I don't know.
What the fuck is this?
And then, on that question, exploding into existence right next to Lumira, Sayer, what do you look like and what were you doing?
Sayer lands with a heavy slam. His knees ducked down in a superhero pose.
I'm getting wrong.
And he is currently wearing these thick plates of armor that seem tightly bound to his large, muscular, heavy-set form.
I already said I was gay.
And I will continue. He is a dark brown skinned antlered man with a beautiful protruding antlers facing forward like a buck ready to duel. He has as he lands, his lion-like tail swishes with interest, eyeing each and every member of the audience. Standing up to his full height, leaving a crater in the floor below him, and looks around, sees his fellow Nova compatriots. This is an Artemis's training room.
No shit, Sayer.
And then exploding with even greater brilliance than Sayer. Like a falling pink comet out of the sky. We see Sayer's twin sister, Sing, the chosen one. Literally, she is literally chosen by fate. She looks exactly like Sayer, but her hair is long and white and flowing like an albino lion's mane. It is shaved on either side, and her eyes, my God, they are a fateful, brilliant, vicious, soft, beautiful pink. They open as she lands and looks around with such an open expression on her face. She wears these long, flowing white, black, and gold robes that are unbuttoned down to the navel, revealing a birthmark, omen, glowing against her chest. I think in an inverted fashion as to a tattoo on Sayer's chest. Hers looks like an actual sunburst, while his is a star collapsing. She lands in a cooler superhero pose. Then Sayer stands up, is literally glowing. Her hair is flowing. There's no wind in this arena. Her hair is flowing. Her antlers are curved forward. And all of you in this arena can feel a fateful pull, an aura, some kind of sphere around her bubbling outward. She feels narratively important. What? Sayer, did you do this? Where are we?
Not again.
No, I didn't do anything.
I thought you were training to fix this. I'm not doing this again.
Well, if he needs a little bit of time, that's fine.
Give him some time. Clearly, he's just as confused as the rest of us are. Let's just think about this.
That's
Immaculate.
Oh, thank you, Lumira. Are we still on for lunch, like tomorrow after we break out of this place?
Our regular spot.
Yeah, our regular place, yes. Oh,
Regular?
yeah, anyway, hello, you are adorable and tiny and small. Where are we exactly?
Hey, it's not nice to pull.
Such insolence will not go unpunished. Usually I would turn you into a tadpole for mouthing off, but...
Can you do that?
Yes, I can do that.
Since when?
Since forever, I just never did it. I let you save the world because it was too much work for me, honestly.
Who are y'all and who are you?
So yes,
Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you?
Strike Team Nova is the Transplanar Reification and Nourishment Syndicate, or Transes, a 42nd ranked strike team.
How the fuck do you know that?
I know a lot of things, they are. And this is the Hounds of Mercy. They are a very illustrious monster hunting group / people who save the world, based in Endake, which is
world?
one of... Endake. Endake.
What do you mean, which world?
So there are worlds beyond yours. Oh, you don't know that, right? But anyway,
I've
that
been
doesn't
to
matter.
Earth.
You are in a Transplanar Coliseum here. I've brought you here. Silence, please! I've been working on this speech for very long, and I just want to have the chance to, have you battle to the death together and have it feel like a nice time.
I'm sorry, battle.
So yes, that's why you're here. So I've zapped you in here to satiate them. That's right. You will be duking it out for possession of the MacGuffin. And she points her scepter forward, and that cold black rock at the top of it turns translucent, bright white, like a ghost caught in amber. It glows, poof! And lacing into existence above the arena is a pure golden trophy. It looks like exactly what you imagine in your head when someone says MacGuffin. It is a bright gold trophy, and it feels like you want to grab it. And Squeak gestures to it, says to either end of the party, so you will be fighting over possession of this thing. Whichever party grabs onto a handle, controls it. I don't care how you do it, as long as you get it in your possession, you'll get to go home. And the other party that doesn't get the MacGuffin, because unfortunately there's only one, you are doomed to stay here forever and entertain these people until the end of time! Yes!
I can't stay here for the end of time. I have a lecture to teach
I have
tomorrow
a
morning.
briefing.
Well, that doesn't fucking matter now, does it?
Tell that to my students, okay?
I cannot reiterate how much your lives are in peril here.
You have no idea how much your life is in peril. The patron saint of mortals was training me 5 seconds ago.
Oh, Artemis, yes, I did not pull her here because she would be OP in this situation. But you two are rather fairly matched, these two parties. You've had your hand raised for a while. You can just talk,
I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh, I appreciate that.
When do we start? I can just fly up there and grab it.
You can try.
Sing.
Speaking of which,
Sing looks to you, Zayden, her mouth agog this whole time. She doesn't look scared. She doesn't look nervous. She doesn't look worried. She looks excited. And she reaches toward an empty scabbard at her hip, and as she pulls, makes an upward pulling motion, a bright pink longsword appears out of nowhere. Shing! And she brandishes it. Looking at the other team, cocks her head in your direction, Zayden. Yes, Zayden.
Can't you just get that?
Oh, I definitely can. Can we just begin now, or are there more rules that we have to go through?
okay. I suppose we can just begin then. The first encounter of several thousand that I have planned for this evening is the Monster Mash! Monster Mash! Yes! Clap for the Monster Mash! So, let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You! Give me a classic monster. What is that? I have an idea of what it is. Excellent, a Balrog and eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You! Give me another classic monster. The Taras?
This again.
Not again. I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing this
The
again.
people have spoken! And Squeak points her scepter, and the gem turns into two colors, split down the middle like a lightning bolt inverted. On one side of the gem, it is Balrog color, which I'm going to assume is brown. And on the other side of the gem is also brown. It's just a brown stone cut in half. She brandishes the scepter and magic tenses once more. We all focus now on the MacGuffin itself. It seems to get smaller. No, something is just growing around it. What is that? Is that a storm? No, it's fur. No, it's fangs. It's claws. It is jagged, sharp spines growing outward from the trophy, ensconcing it as a Tarask with flesh and tendons pulling outward like violin strings, lacing themselves into position, forming a rib cage of broken, jagged, bony teeth, and a lot of fur. A lot of fluffy, Balroggy fur. Exploding out of the Tarask's body, it lands with a single clawed foot in the middle of forming. As soon as the final nail forms, goosh, slams down onto the arena floor. As soon as the other claw forms, goosh, also slams down onto the arena floor. The back hooves, of the Balrog
the hooves of the Balrog slam down onto the arena floor, and we see a huge draconic maw yawn open with multiple rows of razor-sharp teeth like a shark's maw. It lets out a terrifying roar. And we see a pair of tongues flick in and out. One looks like a regular Tarask tongue. The other has little scaled nubbins on it, like a cat's tongue. That's the Balrog's tongue. Two tongues come out. One of its eyes is like a flat, sharp, predatory black. The other eye looks like it was taken from an adorable little cat, the Balrog eye. The Tarask turns, and right before it closes its maw, all of you see, instead of a uvula, the trophy. The MacGuffin is inside its body. It lets out that roar and then snaps its mouth shut. Roll initiative. All right, so how initiative is going to work for this show? Excellent. The party with the person who rolls the highest, their party gets to go first. They get to decide who goes, though. So we're going to alternate between teams to make it as fair as possible, as Squeak has decreed. So now let's just go down the line. Zynon, what did you get for your initiative roll?
Quick 18.
A quick 18. Okay, that's respectable. Lumira? 12. Not so respectable. Sayir?
I'm remembering how D&D works.
Aren't we all?
15.
15, so the highest is an 18 from this team. Okay, 18, remember that. Jaron, what did you get?
A quicker 19.
Oh!
Outrogue the road, baby.
We technically don't have to keep going, but I want to know what y'all got. Okahien, what did you get?
A natural one.
The ponytail is a little distracting, that's all.
What about Sidlali?
A casual 24.
What? Who's gonna go first and what do you do?
Jaron will go first as the bait of the hounds.
Okay.
Jaron is going to do what they do best.
Be a slut?
For a Tarask? Yeah.
Okay.
Jaron is going to use Master of Intrigue and is going to immediately get on all fours. Or, well, I guess they were already on twos anyway. So is just going to get on all fours and is going to bound towards this Tarask, stopping just in front of its maw.
Okay.
And because I have heard the sound of a Tarask before,
You're gonna try to mimic it?
I'm gonna try to mimic it. I'm gonna try to talk to it.
Okay, what are you trying to say to it in its Taraski way?
I'm trying to convince this Tarask.
Your friends?
More than that.
Okay. That's gonna be a performance check for me, darling. 17. Do the Tarask noise.
You signed up for this.
Can you give it to me so I can mimic? I'm a mimicker.
Like an apex predator sniffing out the weakest link in a herd of antelopes that's going after it, cocks its head from one side, listening to the dulcet tones coming out of your mouth as your four limbs down, swings its massive maw. It lowers its body so it's eye to eye to you, gives you a sniff. And Jaron, it was enough. That 17 was enough for it to not eat you immediately, but it does want to inspect you a little bit closer, and I think is not as aware of how small you are compared to its body. It hooks a massive, razor-sharp claw in your direction. Do you try to dodge or flinch?
No, I'm going to allow it to do so, hoping that in the process of this interaction, I can get the Tarask to keep its mouth open.
Okay, I'll give that to you, but you're gonna get something as well. It keeps its mouth open almost like a cat scenting something when it's not sure of a situation. And it slashes its claw, not to kill you, but to inspect you. It tries to latch it into your clothes and pull you closer. But it's so fucking huge and you're so fucking small, you're gonna take a little bit of damage.
That's fine.
Just a tiny bit of damage. As the claw comes in and like slashes against your body, it hooks you in. That's just gonna be an easy, casual, breezy 24 points of slashing damage.
That's cool, don't worry about it, I'm good.
Laces you in. It's still kind of hunched down, looking at you, smelling. Now your blood has misted into the air, and we see its pupils go wide. it blows wide. You know it's not gonna stay non-violent towards you for much longer. So now we're gonna pan over to strike Team Nova, who's gonna go first as Duran is being bait.
So Lumira looks up at this, whatever the fuck this thing is, and immediately her eyes that are this very bright, almost marble opalescent color is scanning over the entire thing. And she will grab her pocket watch that sits on the side of her hip and like kind of flips it open and shuts it. And I will cast Levitate on the
Trask?
I'll cast Levitate on it and I'll look to sing. You got this one.
Okay, all right, Lumira, I need you to make some kind of spellcasting check. Why don't you make me just an ability check using your spellcasting modifier?
Gotcha.
Yes.
I have an important question.
Yeah.
Am I still hooked onto the trap?
You sure are.
All right, cool.
Okay. Yep. All right, make that roll, Lumira.
17.
Total?
Yep.
You both got a 17 total. Okay, what does it look like as you throw your hand forward and try to levitate this thing?
I think she just swishes her hand up with the watch in her hand, and it just almost looks like there's these gold gears that sit underneath it that just raise it.
Oh, sure, like a dais made of gears. Yes. So gears kind of click underneath it. They kind of glow into existence. And as the gears continue cranking, the Tarask with Duran in its claw starts to levitate, and it goes up, about 5 feet. Into the air. It goes up another 7 feet total, maybe. So it's just slightly above average height. Just kind of hanging out on this platform of clockwork gears. But Duran is still in its grasp, and now you've levitated the Tarask a little bit higher. Sing, with her long sword brandished, lets out a kind of wicked grin. She steps up into the air and forms a pink glowing platform underneath one foot, causing herself to basically go up a levitating staircase of her own creation, goes all the way up until she's 7 feet in the air, and launches herself at the slightly aghaw maw of the Tarask, trying to go inside with the longsword thrust out like a rapier. And now on that thrust, we pan back to the Hounds.
So, beautiful question. Fun, flirty little question.
I love fun, flirty little questions. Hit me.
So, with 135 feet of movement, what can I do exactly between getting there and back?
135.
I'm a bullet. Don't forget this.
You can do a lot of things with that, so just tell me what you want to try to do.
Just in and out and yoink.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check.
Okay. Oh no, that for me. Whatever will I do? That's a 21.
Okay, what does it look like as you start to bullet time yourself into this thing's mouth before Sing can reach it?
I think it is second nature for Gentle to do something like this, which is starts running and just picks up pace, jumps, and just starts flying.
Okay,
one of my items I took was my my flying boots.
Your boots of flying. Okay, I forgot I gave that to you. So you launch up into the air like a falcon taking off, like a bird of prey hunting your next target, and you right past Sig. You like glide between its teeth and between the outstretched sword underneath it, and the MacGuffin is right there. As you reach forward to grab onto it, right before your hand closes around the handle, it vanishes. And Gentle, I need you and Duran, who are right there, to make a dex save.
Oh no!
That just
make
feels
dex
weird.
saves.
Well, you're right there. You're right there.
12.
You're a rogue, my guy.
That was a +6. I rolled a 6 on the die.
Okay, a 12. Yes, Gentle.
I also got a 12.
Oh my god.
Our monk and our rogue, everybody. Okay, as more creatures and characters and people start like encroaching on this Tarask Balrog's space, it seems to get more and more agitated. It has scented blood. It is no longer friendly. And the Balrog part of its body, we see its fur puff out. And as the MacGuffin disappears, it clamps its mouth shut. Sing and Gentle were inside. So the two of you are going to take 18 points of force damage. As you're now inside this thing's mouth.
I take half of that, right?
Yeah, you didn't.
Yeah, if you...
Evasion.
So that works still with a miss, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, you do take half of that if you have evasion, correct, yes. And Duran, this creature thrashes as it chomps down its massive teeth. Ow! And I think it kind of flings you across the arena off the hook of its claw, and you're knocked back. So you are going to take 20 points of bludgeoning damage. As you hit the ground, you roll, tumble, and you hit a far wall of the Colosseum. There is a puff of dust that obscures where you've landed. And you're also staggered, Duran, which means attack rolls against you have advantage until their next turn.
Connie, would you please leave this dragon boy alone?
I need everyone to know. I told Connie that I basically have 3 lives, and Connie went, cool, so I'm gonna hate you a lot.
Yeah, you should not have told your GM that. Yes. So we're now gonna pan back to Strike Team Nova. All of you saw that glowing handle of the trophy vanish as soon as before the mouth closed actually. And now, as the fur fluffs out, we see the tail of the Tarrasque, which is surprisingly fluffy. At the very tip of it, glowing like a scorpion's hook, is the trophy. It reappears at the tip of the tail and is kind of lashing like a lure now in the air. What do y'all do?
Sing!
Sayer.
I'm okay. I'm in here. It's dark and kind of wet, but I'm okay.
He launches forward. And Connie,
Yes?
I want to go after the Tarrasque and pry its mouth open. My sister's in there.
Okay. That's gonna be, I think you can easily hop up to where its mouth is. It's still kind of hunched down low like an alligator scenting for bait. So make a athletics check.
Fuck.
Stop it.
5!
That's a 5. Okay. I have a devil's bargain for you, Sayer. You can pry it open at the cost of thrusting yourself into a bad position.
Oh, Connie, do it! Yes!
Okay, what does it look
Getting my
like?
sister out of there!
What does it look like as you sexily and muscly wrench open its mouth?
Sayer's eyes flash protectively, noticing the Tarrasque's mouth close onto his sister and Gentle, who's in there. And he launches himself forward, jumping onto the mouth of this Tarrasque, squats low, pries the mouth open, inches closer to the mouth, holding it upward, and he's like,
Sing, go! Now!
Sayer, thank you. I swear I was almost there and it vanished. This game isn't fair, little frog thing.
That's royal little frog thing to you.
More chaos! Sing very quickly escapes from the mouth. I assume Gentle if you want to as well. This is when you can take your egress, yes. As soon as the two of them, I think, scamper out from either side of you, you can't hold it open just even a second longer. The mouth closes shut, but creates a kind of a sonic boom on the shutting of the mouth, and you are flung backward, kind of like Duran. Because you did take the devil's bargain, I'm just gonna hit you directly.
Yes.
You are going to take, that's right from its mouth, 30 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground and roll, and I think you land in the same area that Duran does. You're right next to each other.
Hey, Connie.
Yes?
Hellish Rebuke.
Okay, is that a save from me?
Dex save, please.
I want you to roll for it instead. I hate rolling dice as GM. So make an attack roll.
A normal attack, like physical attack?
Yeah, whatever you're better at. Because I'm breaking the rules here, so I'm gonna give you a little bit of mechanical advantage.
I'll take the spell attack.
Go for it. Hellish Rebuke.
That is a 16 on the die, so 24?
24, that just hits. So what does it look like? What does it look like as the rebuke explodes from your body? They're level 8, by the way, folks. Level 8.
Sayer's eyes glow a deep blue as a ripple from his chest begins to flare from his tattoo. And he points to this creature and says, "You'll be next, don't worry." And as the promise of an omen speaker, he launches this black obsidian fire out towards this creature and alights it like amber flakes against its eyes. This just did, right?
Yeah, it's like you're lighting a little sparkler in front of this massive thing. It goes like, it like blinks its eyes, and its tail starts lashing furiously behind it. That golden trophy flashing left and right like the pendulum of a clock tower. How much are you gonna hit it for?
It's 3d10.
Okay.
That is 13.
13. Fire, yes? Okay, yeah, the fire scorches against its nozzle, and as soon as... It's noggin.
Nozzle.
It's a fire hose now. And as soon as it dies down, you see kind of like black scorch marks against its nose. It lets out a... and the scorch marks vanish. They're just gone. But it does seem a little winded from the hellish rebuke that you just spent out. And now, as we pivot back around to the Hounds, all of you saw all of this happen. You have full clarity. What do y'all do?
Uka watches their boyfriend get like on all fours and then get absolutely his shit rocked so fast. And I think it was like just standing next to Sitlali for a moment, like reliving Arc 6 Tarask moment.
Yep.
Really like they're seeing it again.
Yep.
I think both of them are just nodding there.
I'm not dying again.
Yeah, okay. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
And
Good.
Uka reaches out and ribboning into existence in their hand. I actually don't think it ribbons into existence. It flies out of literal space.
Okay.
And into their hand is my sexy ass fucking sword, Dream Hunter.
Dream
Which is
Hunter.
a beautiful jade hilted longsword. And Oka kind of looks sideways at Sing, who has a like bright pink longsword. They like twist theirs a little bit.
She twists hers, it gets slightly longer. Let's see how good you are with that little needle of yours, then.
Needle. That's so interesting that you say that. There's something kind of familiar about you, though.
There isn't anything very familiar about any of you. I don't think you're another strike team at Trans, and Dake never heard of it.
No, there's something about your whole thing going on there.
Oh, I'm very recognizable. I am her chosen one.
That's true.
Fate.
Oh, fuck.
I'm sorry, are you familiar?
Oh, honey.
What?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, how long do you have?
What?
I'm so sorry. I'm about to kick your ass. And I am going to use my 60 feet of movement, flying, because I'm hot as fuck. Right up into the air, Oka leaps off, and I'm going to use my attacks to just attack the fuck out of this Tarask, because there's one thing I can do, and it's hit stuff hard.
Okay. Are you trying to focus your attacks on the tail, try to nab the thing, or just draw its
I'm
fire?
try to top it off after, so it drops the
Oh,
McGovern.
okay, yeah, make your attack rolls however many you have. Go for it. 17 plus 9, that will definitely hit. What does it look like as you take to the air and try to slash your magical longsword at its tail?
Oka is nothing if not an avenging angel. They didn't really get to finish the fight with the Tarask that they saw last time, and even this one is kind of fluffy in a weird way that a Balrog has never been for them before. Like they're having a Monster Hunter moment where they're like, I didn't know that Balrogs had such cute eyes. However, I'm gonna roll with this right now because this did just kick the shit out of my boyfriend and ate my other best friend. So here we are, and Oka is going to, I think, start. They fly up into the air and then start land and start running along its back, like down. And as they get to the base of the tail, they do like one stab in and a like jagged cut outward.
Yeah, as you're running, I think we like pan down and we see the spikes coming up, like rising up to meet you as you're dodging from side to side. You swipe your longsword forward and roll damage.
Oh, right. Why was I not prepared to do that?
It's been a while since we
playing a
played
game.
D&D. It's been a while.
I'm also going to hit my bonus action to get an extra d6. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay, you slash its tail off. The sword comes out, and there's a moment of suspended time as the tail pops off, and the Tarask looks around, lets out a little, and we see the golden trophy flash upward, but on that flashing upward, we pan back to Nova, who's gonna try to grab it.
Hey, C, I have a question for you.
I have an answer for you.
Hands?
Hand?
Hands?
Hands?
May I?
Yeah, let's fucking go. I dare you.
The dust settles of the Tarask flashing around in the Colosseum, and in it appearing first green glowing stripes and green slitted eyes. Zynanesh steps out. His rifle, a long, beautiful, dark wooded rifle with a big gold bolt on it, is already raised. He's brought it up from within his many layers of fabric. And what was supposed to be a shot at the MacGuffin glowing at the end of this, whatever, it's a Tuesday, suddenly is cut off, and someone's about to get there, so absolutely not. And I'm going to shoot Oka.
Shoot Oka? So I just need to say, we've got a magical longsword, we've got a rogue, we've got another magical longsword.
We don't know what guns are.
No, he just has a fucking gun. Yeah, so this person takes out an instrument you've never seen before. It's long. It's a really long, thick arrow, maybe a crossbow of some sort, but condensed downward. It looks like a stick, but it's very not just a stick. Zynon, what does it look like as you fire?
You hear it for just a second if you're standing next to him, a click, and then a deep, bassy, resonant tone echoes through the entire Colosseum as a plume of smoke erupts just off the top.
Yes, make that attack roll. What's your AC?
15.
15.
My Ema taught me how to shoot this rifle.
What was that?
Wait. Lumira sees it's not going the right way.
Oh, damn.
What's gonna happen is she's going to use her chronal shift.
Right, you're a fucking chrono.
And what happens is all time freezes around her and she moves over and then taps her rifle just a little bit to the left. Roll it again, please.
Here we go.
Better. Still only a 15.
That will hit. That's a 15 against a 15. Okay, there's a bullet punches out. Where does it graze or hit you, Oka?
Right in the wing.
Yeah, you clip them in a wing, and I think as you're still kind of like up there trying to reach for the trophy, you kind of to the side, and it just right goes out of your grasp. Yep. And you go tumbling to the side. Roll damage for that, please. As you roll damage, we pan back to the hounds. Oka was right there. The tail's popped off. This is in bullet time, literally. The tail is approaching the ground, almost hitting it with the top of the MacGuffin kind of like dangling there. What are the hounds gonna do?
Silali is seeing red.
Okay.
Oh no.
But I think they might be the closest to it, so they're just gonna go over to the MacGuffin and what does the weave look like around it?
Oh, it is. If the weave is usually a beautiful tapestry, woven of many threads of infinite colors and different kinds of fabric, the weave here it's bizarre. It's a single string, and it's all coming out of SQUEAK. A single string connects all of the magic in this place, spinning around like a spindle, and it all comes out of the frog, yeah.
So Lolly's going to see that string and then reach out with their fingers and go like this and cast Dispel Magic.
That's delicious.
Okay.
Delicious.
Similar to what Sayer did, that's usually a save, I believe. So I want you to make a spellcasting roll. Okay.
That's 29 points of piercing damage.
Oh my god! Way to go, Papa.
One of your wings is gone. All right, big money, Sitlali.
22.
22. Okay, you're just trying to find the weave and snip it, correct? Mm-hmm. As you do, your fingers formed in the shape of a scissor. Hello, lesbians. It catches against that invisible thread, and whoa, holy fuck, Sitlali. This thread of magic is as hard as a thread of titanium. It's not like any other kind of magic you felt before. It feels, I mean, your flashback for a second when you were like a precept for 2 seconds, it kind of almost feels preceptual. The building blocks of the journey of what reality is itself. There's something greater here at play. SQUEAK is not supposed to be this powerful. There's something going on. You try to snip it, but you don't sever it completely, but you do fray it. So as your, I think, scissors go against, as you're scissoring this thing.
Connie!
As you scissor SQUEAK's thread.
Where's Mercy?
Where's my wife?
I decided to give her a little rest in. Also because we're kind of feuding right now and I don't want to see Mercy here.
What happened?
Yeah, I didn't know that y'all were even talking. What's...
Oh, it's nothing. It's just, I wanted to maybe join the poly. That's none of your business. Anyway,
Wait, through whom? Through whom?
and Squeak's big yellow eyes find the frayed thread of the weave that you're working against. They go wide, and she goes, you know what? Enough combat. Who cares about combat, right? Combat's the most boring part of any session. You know what? Scene change. And Squeak brandishes the scepter, and the MacGuffin, which was just out of your reach, pops away. It vanishes.
Hey.
And everything, actually, the Tarask Rog vanishes as well with a kind of adorable purring, popping, fluffing noise. Boo! I guess that's the noise it makes. Boo! It's gone. Boo! And instead, now the stadium begins to fill with magma. We see it. That's not magma noise. The magma. It starts gurgling and bubbling into existence, forming a kind of like donut-like shape with an island in the center. This magma is very wide across, dozens of feet at least, but not very deep at all, but still extremely deadly. And in the center of that island, we see a mallet, a massive hammer hanging, levitating in the air above it, above a pole, a stake of sorts, driven into the center of the island above it, and chained to that pole are Oka and... we don't have to unpack that right now. And Sing. Oka and Sing, a member of each team, has been chained to that pole with that hammer very menacingly, hovering in the air above it. And Squeak says, "It's time for the damsels, gender neutral, in distress portion of the fight." And you all also see, I think, glowing inside the mallet itself is a symbol of the MacGuffin. It's not the MacGuffin itself. Squeak goes on to say, "Whoever is the first team to rescue their beloved teammate shall seize the MacGuffin for themselves. Good luck." And now we're gonna pan back to Nova.
I feel like in true Strike Team Nova fashion, we all look at each other.
Are we in a cartoon? What is happening?
I don't know.
I'm not the biggest fan of every time someone gets close enough to it, it moves. I'm starting to think this is rigged and miss.
Make a perception check. Lumira?
12.
12. Lumira, as you say that, yeah, something is amiss. Every time any of you get close to the MacGuffin, Squeak had promised you freedom, but it seems to be snatched away at the last minute every time. Whether the uvula vanishes, goes to the tail, now it's a different encounter, but the exact details of that thing that's amiss elude you, right beyond your fingertips.
Well, she picked the wrong damsel.
Got it. I go on forward.
Got your back up.
All right, let's do this. I am going to. So we're surrounded by magma, right?
Lots of fire, yeah.
Lots of fire. How interesting.
Okay.
Connie, I want to tap into the devastation, the catastrophe that sleeps within me.
Okay.
Help, Valiant.
Out of the fire and magma beneath me. I'm not playing the D&D rules right now. I want to mirror my sisters' lovely little pink platforms.
Okay.
But with stone and magma beneath my feet to run to my sister.
Hell yeah. So every time you've tried to harness the devastation that brims within your soul, it's
fine.
It's never
The darkness.
The darkness calls to you.
Crawling in my skin.
It never quite goes exactly how you wanted. There are always casualties, aren't there, Sayer? So I need you to make me, oh god, let's see, a concentration check. That's gonna be a constitution saving throw.
We never should have gone to that relevant topic place on Earth.
This will not be like 609341114.
I don't.
Wait, did they just
let
say
it
Earth?
go.
Have they
I
been to
will
Earth?
not if everyone
Wait,
keeps
have you
bringing
been
it
to
up.
Earth?
Yeah,
When?
Wait,
like last week.
No, but like when for them?
When? How do they measure
It
time
was
there?
like, I don't. What happened? It was something.
Oh, something happened, all right.
Yeah, like.
Excuse me?
Sorry.
There's a lot of magma, there's a sense of impending doom above my head. These chains are very hard, and I'm not
We're
used to being the
coming, we're
damsel.
coming.
They're literally going to let you.
Well, I don't know. Let's say you're coming to rescue me, so sorry, I didn't
Hey,
do that.
at least I.
Y'all are so embarrassing.
The answer is 16, motherfuckers. All right.
You got a 16?
Yeah.
Okay, platforms rise out of the magma, you run forward, but pillars of lava punch upward. You're trying to school the fire into submission, you're trying to control it, and it is resisting you like a bucking bronco. With a 16, you're going to take 18 points of fire damage as the magma pillars upward, scorches one side of your body, scorches the other side of your body. Now your antlers also have scorch marks on them. I think the tips of them are on fire. As you continue to run toward the
That
island.
place, it was Ohio? Oh,
No.
Did you say Ohio?
Yeah, it was like something.
Ohio.
Ohio. I think that's right.
Are you having a good Cincinnati?
Oh,
That's, hold on. She pulls out her book and like looks through at her notes. Okay, yeah, Cincinnati. That's how it's pronounced.
Did you meet someone named Adam there?
I don't remember.
I
There were a lot
think
of
so.
people there.
We came into a lot.
Kind of pathetic.
It was kind of a
White skin.
There was a lot of those.
There was one in particular that was extremely pathetic.
The slow dawning realization.
It was. There was one who was extremely pathetic, but
Does he talk about Bitcoin a lot?
yes,
Can't pay for drinks.
yeah,
What?
he did.
I think the hammer's coming down on me.
Squeak also flings her scepter forward and says,
That's enough. You're not supposed to be working together and forming a sense of camaraderie. You're supposed to be, remember, there's the MacGuffin. You're supposed to get it. Whoever does it is doomed to trap.
Yeah,
trapped
yeah,
here
yeah.
forever. Yes. Okay, now.
and Sayer, your final step. Your final step has brought you onto the island, and you're within spitting distance of the mallet. But before you get there, we pan across the stage to find the hounds.
I got it. And once again, to trivialize the things you're doing, I'm just gonna use water walk.
Water walk? Okay, tell me how that works.
The spell grants the ability to move across any liquid surface such as water, acid, mud, snow, quicksand, or lava. I assume magma falls under that.
So you can just walk across it?
Yeah. I can do it for 10 people too, so I'm just gonna kind of look at the other house. So we can just like walk across now.
That would be lovely.
Okay. I think Squeak is acting out, and if this is about the polycule, can we just talk to her about that?
I don't want to have that.
I think we need to. Oh, look at where Oka is.
Are you guys relationship?
They're
Hold on. Are
fine.
you relationship planning on a mission?
Squeak is acting out because apparently she wants to join the polycule, and so I think rather than
Have a better
whatever
relationship
this
conversation.
Half of what we do is a relationship conversation.
would you like to have a relationship conversation?
Sharon.
Duran.
You busy?
Sharon.
Duran.
No. We walk over to Oka.
Okay.
What are you talking about over there?
Sayer, you say that, and then breaching the shore next to you, completely unharmed, are the Hounds of Mercy. You walk across magma, you do it. I think some of the pillars of fire plume upward, but they don't hurt you because you're walking across them. And you reach the stake as that hammer is like hanging very menacingly over Oka. And which one of you is trying to grab and unleash Oka?
I don't want to take it from anyone.
Sure, I can do it.
Somebody just do it.
I will do it. Okay, Duran, as soon as you reach your hand forward to free Oka, as soon as there's that contact, poof, the two of you switch places. So Duran, you're now bound to not yet.
That's on you.
Again!
That's on you.
Not yet.
Entirely.
That's very unbelievable.
That is entirely on you.
And Connie, yes, we're in public. And Oka, you are now on the other side, and your hands just, I think, like they just disconnect as you, and you have that moment, and you're switched
familiar.
around. We pan back to Nova. Sayer's almost there. What is your team going to do? You see this happen.
Listen,
Touch that. I don't want to be either of you.
Lumira,
I'm just speaking facts.
I don't think there's winning this game.
They're playing games with us.
Positive.
What? There's always a winning in this game. Games are meant to be won. That's the point of them.
No,
How
sometimes
far
people
away are
just
they?
play them.
How far away is Squeak?
Yes.
She's by the northern gate, which is let's say 600 feet away.
I got this.
It's a big arena.
But she has a mega.
You got this one?
You're gonna shoot Squeak.
Please.
I want to shoot next to Squeak to
Like
get
a
her
warning shot?
attention.
Okay, then you don't have to roll for that. If you want to roll to miss her, you can. But yeah, I think you're able to just do that.
Yeah.
So again, that like sonic boom resonates through this arena, and it hits the diamond throne that she's residing on, and we see ding, like a chip of it fly off as it just grazes it and punches a crater into the seat behind her. She whips her head, body, shoulders around, looks at that crater, looks back at you, Zion.
What the heck was the meaning of that?
Only one being has this much ability over a trans agent, and I don't think it's you.
Are you undermining my authority?
No, I'm trusting in her will, not yours.
Listen, I will.
Fate's will, your own will.
Hey,
It doesn't.
Fate's will.
Fate sucks pretty bad.
Shouldn't trust fate.
Okay, you know, whatever you feel about fate, I am fate in this arena! Screw fate, love fate, it doesn't matter. I am your undying god king. I am the progenitor of nightmares, and I...
Yes!
Okay. Like always, I know it's a dex save usually, but make that attack roll.
Okay.
Lightning bolt. I didn't know you took that.
You should have never let me get a staff of power, Connie.
While this is happening, can I break
Yes.
initiative briefly?
Absolutely.
While Duran is tied and presumably gagged.
Is that real?
Is that real?
You're not gagged.
Okay.
You can talk.
Is tied to this pole. I would like to cast a message to Zynon.
Okay.
specifically. Seeing Zynon shoot the gun near Squeak's head, but not at Squeak, and recognizing what everybody has been acknowledging, that there seems to be no winning in this game, I message you specifically, and I say, I don't think we can trust Squeak here.
Yeah.
That was a 24 to hit Squeak.
A 24 to hit Squeak.
I go.
Okay, that will hit. Roll damage.
Okay, give me just...
While you're rolling damage, this message can continue. You get a one-word answer. You get a dry-ass text back.
I think we're on the same side here.
All right.
I'm like, are you okay?
Yes.
Dron, are you mind talking to the hot one over there?
Your stare is also like staring at both of your faces.
And Zidon is fully talking out loud.
So Lumiere is also deeply confused.
Hey, look, if we're gonna be helping each other, if I may break initiative, Connie, with my bonus action, I like to channel divinity.
Whoa!
Specifically to turn the tide under my Oath of the Moonwalker.
Hey!
You see a swirling bit of gold energy in the shape of laurel leaves, and a deer emerges from the gold energy and ensconces. How many people can I do this for? Each creature of my choice. Who took damage in the Hounds of Mercy?
That's rude. I think
Three folks? Fantastic. For all three of you, I will heal you 1d6 plus 3.
Aww.
In the meantime, Squeak, please take 44 points of lightning.
Lightning explodes from your body. What does it look like as you're zapping this frog?
I think one more time, Lumira's just like, I don't like you. And just double clicks her watch again, and it's just like radiant energy that explodes around and becomes light, like a light.
Yeah, the arena is cloaked in light for a hot second. All of, I think, the spectators, your eyes blow wide. It's too bright to keep your eyes open from it. When you open your eyes, the dust settles, and we see Squeak. Her diamond throne has been demolished to dust by 44 points of lightning damage. She's floating above it, as though she's still sitting on it. She looks unharmed, but her eyes are shining with wrath. Squeak holds the scepter up and says,
What? The motherfucking hell. Do
I
the
was in the
eight?
middle of reading my book and you brought me down here, so now it's everyone's problem.
I brought you down here for entertainment. You are nothing if not vessels for my own fun. That's why you're all here. That's why you exist, is to
And
entertain
me
me.
frying you was my fun. Y'all got the other half of this. I like that one in the colored hair.
Excuse me? No.
Sitlali is not looking at Squeak at all and is like staring at Lumira. I'd like to see how that wash works sometime.
I would love to show it to you.
Fucking hell. Enough. If the 8 of you want to play best friends to lovers to enemies to friends to lovers again, fine. But you will face my wrath.
And my waff! She brandishes the scepter upward, and it glows, and it hums, and it thrums with energy, and Squeak begins to inflate. Let me rephrase that. Squeak?
No.
Let me rephrase that. Squeak?
Choose a different word.
Squeak, different word. Yeah, different word. Squeak begins to enlarge. She was like 3 feet wide, 3 feet tall. She gets 10 feet wide, 10 feet tall, 50 feet wide, 50 feet tall, and she rolls off of the stands into the arena. A huge cloud of dust fans outward, creating a crater, where she lands, rolling like a bowling ball. And you're all now gonna fight Squeak the Undying God King. Of this arena, we are out of initiative. Anyone who wants to go can go. Squeak is gonna go first. I need every single one of you to make a dex save.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that's necessary.
I don't think that's fair.
Oh.
No, I just don't think it's necessary.
What if we didn't do that?
Then you'll take max damage.
Natural 20! I'm back!
Okay.
Your dice.
All right, we got a nat 20 from Sitlali.
That's 21.
Okay, 21. Let's do the hounds first. Gentle,
22.
22. Oka,
I'm trying to 10.
10. Duran.
Natural 1.
There we go. There's the Duran I know.
Squeak giveth and Squeak taketh. Okay, what did Zynon get?
18.
18, that's respectable. Lumira, doing math. Okay, Sayer.
5.
Okay,
Lumira, I believe also it's a 17. Lumira got.
17. Okay, anyone who got a 16 or below, Squeak begins to roll. She starts to roll around the inner circumference of this arena, and anyone who gets a 16 or below is going to pick. Oh, no. You're going to take full damage. It's 33 points of force damage as she tries to flatten you like a pancake. Going around the inner bound of this arena, you will take half damage. 33 divided by 2. Jesus, someone help us. What? 16? Yes, 16 points of force damage. If you got a nat 20, you take no damage and you get the chance to react. If you got a nat 1, you take double damage.
Jesus.
Sorry, what was the damage again?
It's 66 total.
For you.
For you.
For you.
Don't do that to me.
Hey.
That was the
You got
exact
some
thing
rogue shit
for
in
me.
there.
Come on.
Can you uncanny dodge?
Did you
I
die?
definitely did.
Are you dead?
I'm gonna use Relentless Endurance and come back at 1 HP.
Okay. Flattened but still alive. Silali?
got something.
Yes, Derek, go ahead.
I have evasion, so like the 20, I still avoided it with the 22.
You get to have the half, I think.
So
yes,
it's-
yes, have the half. 16 divided by half.
Is 8.
On a
8.
dex save,
Take
it
8.
says no damage for me.
That is how evasion
That is-
works.
What the fuck? Okay.
Gentle doesn't
The
get
no damage. I hate D&D. I'm running it. The no damage for you, Gentle. Sitlali, you get 1 quick reaction with your nat 20.
Perfect. So Lali watches this happening and goes, I don't have time or energy for this, Jay, and cast Banishment on Squeak.
Let's go. Put it back where it came from.
Lumira's knees buckle. She is on the ground.
Okay, I need you to give me a spellcasting check.
Okay.
For banishment.
22.
22, okay. What does it look like as you try to banish Squeak?
So Ollie just kind of like cocks their head, assesses the weave around Squeak, and then just kind of like cinches it into like a bow around them.
Okay.
Kind of pats it.
You cinch the single thread of the weave into a bow, you pat it, and with your 20-something roll, for a second the world shimmers. There's no Colosseum, you see dirt floors, dirt walls, the smell of earth, something pliant and wet, and then you are back in the Colosseum. Did banishment backfire? What was this? You're not entirely sure, but you get the sense that you saw something. You peered just for a second beyond the veil. And then the bow unties, it springs loose once more, and Squeak is freed. She's massive. She kind of like hundles around her girth. I need to stop. She hundles her form around and says, oh, she's deep now, her deep voice. Did you just try to end this game?
Yes, obviously. I think that's pretty clear.
This game that I've spent so much time on, so much effort on. I brought all these people here to entertain them. You're not going to take pity on me.
Are they also trapped here?
Are you all trapped?
Hold on. You're not trapped here.
Okay, I think you are on the right track. Enlarge, reduce on
Motherfucker. Okay. Make that roll.
While you're making that roll. By the way, Sayer's at 0 hit points.
Oh!
No!
But I do have Strength of the Grave because I'm a shadow sorcerer.
Okay.
I can make a charisma saving throw. The DC is 5 plus the damage taken. And if I meet it, I come back to 1 hit point.
Go for it. Yeah, make that roll. Yes, absolutely. Do it.
All right, Omen boy.
Come on, Omen boy.
Sayer's blue eyes go backwards, and as he falls deep into something broken, dark, and fiery. Let's see how this goes. Don't fuck with me. 18 on the die! Woo! On the charisma! Please, I swear to God.
You have that?
I swear to God, D&D. 18, 24.
Is that? I think that does it. Yeah. So you were flattened like a motherfucking pancake on the arena. You pull yourself back up. Your eyes roll back, and you feel devastation. You feel destruction breathing life back into your body. You pick yourself up, and reaching a hand down is Sing.
Actually,
What?
if I may,
Yes.
I think the person reaching down to help you up is Oka, this angelic, bloody, vicious person. And as they reach down, a kind of resonant rage begins to boil in Oka. And I would actually, because I did give Oka 2 levels in Barbarian for this one shot, I would like to rage.
Okay. What does your rage look like?
For the fans of Transplanar in the house, it is red, hot, beautiful lightning that travels up from Sayir's body, sparking between their
This is really
fingertips,
gay. This is
crawls
very gay.
up Oka, flashes behind their head. They look down and they say, "You look like somebody who could really fuck some shit up."
Hell yeah.
Lumira, what did you get?
I rolled a 19.
I'm about to enter my fucking homophobe era.
Not this. And Squeak is back to her 3 foot wide, 3 foot tall, in the middle of the arena, a huge crater left behind around her, still clutching that scepter, still wearing that cloak of woven screams. And she says, No, I don't like this. I need help. I need help from all of you. You would never forsake me, would you? You're being entertained by me. Yes? I need someone, you.
Give me a number between 1 and 20. Pick 20. Please pick 20. You want me to win, yes? You want me to obliterate them?
8.
Good thing I have a plus 12, motherfucker!
The scepter brims with energy. That coal black diamond turns pure obsidian, deeper than black, so deep it's almost blue, like a bruise, like the bruise of the sky that pans above your heads. And let's see someone else. You, kind person. I can't meet you. So I've definitely just met you just now. Give me a number between 1 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeak brandishes the scepter and says, "I cast Death Beam."
Counterspell!
No, what's happening? What? No, I hate this. No. Oh, don't think that you've gotten the better of me. Hold on. I swear I stored another one in here.
Seriously?
Come on, Oka, let me have this one. Can't you two just let me have this one? Just for once, let me have this stuff.
Middle of something. I'd like to get back.
I was having a really
Were you really just about to kill me?
If we can wrap this up, that would be phenomenal.
I have training to go to.
Yeah, I'm really.
And a date later.
Are we just gonna gloss over the fact that she was just about to kill me?
I mean, it's you.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yes, Lumira.
That's different.
Excuse me, huh? Yes.
Lumira will walk over towards Jiran, and for a second, she kind of glitches out of existence and shows up right next to you. And if it's okay, we'll help you back up, and we'll cast a 4th level Cure Wounds on you.
Yeah, that is very fruity.
Yeah, you feel invigorated, right? You feel like your
That's
body.
17 points back, Hannah.
Thank you. Yes, your body is starting to breathe life back into itself. It almost kind of feels like the damage isn't getting healed necessarily, so much as getting reversed out of having happened at all in the first. And Squeak, seeing this, she's still like banging her scepter against her leg/body / lower hip.
Hey,
No,
quick
come on,
one.
come on.
Can you get this?
Yeah. Can I do sleight of hand? And just yank the shit out of her hand?
Take the scepter? Yeah, make the sleight of hand roll
Beautiful.
while she's actively shaking it.
Oh, that's a bad roll. Oh no.
Guidance.
Hey.
I was gonna say if I can help in this moment. I'm being a fucked up.
Okay,
Saiyan
you know
thing.
what? Tell me how each of you pitches in to help Gentle in this moment, starting with Zynon.
Zynon reaches his hand out, and as he does, he begins to just leak this dust, and his purple fingers begin to just slowly turn into what almost looks like pollen falling off of a flower as he reaches out to you with an almost incorporeal hand, ready to take the scepter.
Okay, Zynon is prepped to take the scepter, Lumira.
I will cast Guidance, and what that will look like is Gentle over your outfit. You will see 2 clock gears that start working in tandem with each other, almost like a timer for how much longer it can sit. What you can use it for.
Okay, what about Sayer?
Hey, Connie.
Yes.
Squeak's holding a scepter, right?
Yes, she is.
And you would say the scepter's made of metal, right?
I would say the scepter is made of metal.
With standing next to Oka and Oka like holding this red lightning, Sarah watches and notices how the lightning interacts in their fingers, and he holds it up like a student ready to learn. And he says, "Hey, let me try something." And I will cast with my cantrip, Shocking Grasp on Squeak.
Yeah, the lightning plumes upward, moving almost like in crisscross fashion, like a scar up your hand, goes toward that scepter right before it makes contact. Jiran.
Jiran is an entropomancer now.
Okay.
And so Jiran has a deep academic understanding of chaos, of entropy, of void,
Oblivion,
of
yes.
shadow, oblivion. And everything about this challenge, everything about this world, this plane, whatever that we're in, seems to be very meticulously planned by Squeak.
It definitely is, yes.
And I would like to fuck with Chaos Bolt as a spell and cast it not specifically on Squeak or the scepter, but on the area around us to try and unravel some of the magic that Squeak has, to introduce some entropy into it to make it less predictable so that Squeak's defenses are weakened.
Okay, what does it look like as it sparks out of your body?
I think the way that it looks is that from Geron's prosthetic hand, which is a deep obsidian black, a lotus kind of erupting from their elbow, one of the lotus petals, Geron takes it off and then starts to almost run it along the air. And as they do so, this inky black shadow starts to rip out of the literal space around them as if they are opening space itself.
Okay.
And looking into oblivion.
You slash a wound through the fabric of reality. It spider webs outward with fingers of inky black darkness, and you start to peer beyond the veil, not just for yourself, but for everyone in here, just like Sitlali had. Before we see exactly what's beyond the cracks, Oka, you're raging.
I am. That I am. And I think Oka kind of rises up and twists their hand into a fist. My God.
That's how words work.
Just so gay. Twist their hand into a fist, and I would like to use my blood curse of binding to take the beautiful commingled blood of everyone who has taken damage here. It rises up off the ground like reverse rain, forming into a tight rope that is going to encircle Squeak's beautifully orbitous body.
Yeah.
That's gay.
And Oka says, down to Squeak, I did not court oblivion to get stuck here forever.
I'm sorry, who?
The blood chain binds close around her body, forming a kind of adorable indentation. Tighter. She lets out, wait, no, Oka, wait, hold on, please. But then we pan over to Sitlali.
You can't see the smile I have on my face.
Oh no, we can.
It's in the eye.
I could feel it all the way at the end of the
Sitlali is going to slowly approach Squeak,
Okay?
put a hand on her cheek, and I'd like to use my keeper power,
No.
the Eye of Change.
The eyes have changed. Did I give that to you?
Change. You did.
Okay.
You wrote it for me. Would you like to hear your own words?
Yes, I would.
Overthrow your GM.
I forget that I give my cast such incredible, powerful, magical items.
Mark your bingo cards.
Sitlali's keeper power is called the Eye of Change. Once per long rest, Sitlali can demand to know a creature's gospel and pierce their mind. The guard shot of Sin will show her a crucial moment in that creature's life that changed them forever, shaping them into the person they are now. When the vision passes, Sitlali gains a +10 on the next attack roll or skill check they make against that creature. So, Squeak, what's really going on?
You touch your fingers to Squeak's temple. You see blood. You see darkness and fire. You hear the screams of innocence, and you hear the roaring of creatures long dead. You hear the screams of gods with names long forgotten. And you pan out of Squeak's forehead to see a tiny little frog sleeping, dreaming dreams of doom and devastation and ultimate power upon a tiny little leaf bed, little blanket. And we also see on a nearby bedside table a picture of all of you, the Hounds, as well as the rest of the cast of the Second Stranger, on her bedside table with her in the middle. And she's kind of muttering to herself in bed,
Ultimate power. Ultimate power. I almost had it when the stranger was here. Ultimate power.
and then we pan back out.
Excuse me, what?
We pan back out into the arena as the void black lightning bolt also starts to rip open, and it's not quite just darkness. Beyond the cracks, all of you see a semi-subterranean little animal-like den. It's a house. It's a quite cozy house, actually. There's a mossy green carpet on the floor. There is a bed shaped like a leaf, a bedside table with the Hound's portrait on it, and walls made of curved, pliant, wet earth. And all of you also see Squeak, not here being constrained by this blood chain, but the actual Squeak in the waking world, asleep upon a little leaf bed, her head upon a pillow of feathery down.
Ugh! God damn it! My figments, my dream figments are not supposed to rise up against me. Why does this always happen? Gods! Ugh!
And all of you feel that your dream figments, you're about to fade, return to the grist of dreaming whence you came. Each of you get to say and do one last thing.
What about Gentle?
Oh my god! Gentle! Yes! So...
We beefed Gentle so much.
Gentle! I've remembered you. I'm so sorry, my love. So, while all this is happening, the scepter falls out of Squeak's hands, right? You have finagled your fingers underneath it. You've gotten to pry the scepter loose. Are you gonna let Zynon catch it as he was primed?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Gentle, you cork that scepter out and it plops into Zynon's hand. Zynon, the metal is now sparking with electricity. Squeak lets out a little gah as the shocking grasp resonates through her body.
Sorry, Zynon.
You hold on to it. It's like a piece of magnified, electrified metal. It's a rod with a gem on top. And I think going down the line, one last thing, one last action, one last phrase from each of you before the dream collapses. Zynon first.
Zynon's still on a mission. He takes the beautiful rod and shoves it in the ground and leaves it there.
Okay, yeah, you plant this rod
into the ground.
Okay.
No longer present in this world.
Sure. You plant it into the ground, I think right as you're starting to fade, right as you're starting to dissipate, right as Squeak is beginning to wake up. You plant it downward like a young sapling, and you consider your work done. Lumira
will delicately snap off one of the gears that's attached to her chest, and looks over at the hounds and flicks it over to Sitlali, and it glimmers and warms in your hand. That's a calling card for later.
Lumira networks with Sitlali.
Exchange business cards, you know.
Sayer.
Sayer looks at Oka one more time. I think seeing for the first time in this moment a reflection of who he is, who he was, who he could be. And he just kind of like looks at this blood-led angel in front of him and just says, so many questions. Cool ribcage.
I like your
That's what you say to someone hot like that.
We pan over to Jiran.
Connie, I have a question for you.
You always do, my love.
May I give the Strike Team Nova a gift to take back to the actual campaign?
What is the gift?
It's something that you gave me from
God.
Second Stranger.
Okay.
Jiran will walk over to Lumiera and will say, thank you for saving my life there, even if that wasn't real. I still don't know what death feels like and don't want to.
As someone who has a very close relationship with death, I use my life to fight against it. So.
Fight against it. Do you care about them? And Jiran flicks their eyes over to Sing.
Permission to speak freely.
Of course.
More than anything.
Then let me tell you something. You can't trust fate. Let me help you defy fate, because you may not know it now, but you will need to at some point. And Jiran will get closer to Lumiera and will reach out a hand to touch Lumiera's face. And if it's okay with you, Sam and Lumiera, Jiran will go to kiss Lumiera and will leave with his tongue onto your tongue a coin. And I am going to use my keeper power. I am going to use my keeper power, the Lover's Gambit, which allows you a natural 20 to use as you see fit, whenever you want, whenever you need it. And at the same time, unfortunately, gives Connie a nat 1, but that's for them, when fate inevitably betrays you.
I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything. Just save them, okay?
I will do everything in my power. And then some. Thank you.
And on that, we pan to Oka.
Oka leans over to Duran and goes, "You know, you could just take the coin out of your mouth. I have to do it every time."
No, Scott and Nectus said that I have to. They're the lover. I have to.
Anyway, we should get back to what we were doing. Hey, you. And Oka gestures at Sing, actually.
Yes, she's been here the whole time. Sing, I think, had been approaching Squeak this entire time. Blade drawn was pointing at her, not truly threateningly, but as a kind of like, all right, we're all banding together. Speak now, forever hold your silence. Yes.
And Oka says very few words because they're back to a -1 charisma modifier.
Oh.
And they just say, "Good luck."
Look. All this talk of fate, all this talk of defying her will, we don't need luck. We just need to trust in her. Right?
Well, I just hope she treats you better than she treated us.
She won't. I'll try to remember that if this is just a dream, if we are the dream, or if this is a shared, Don't think about it too much.
Yeah, I'm not really thinking about it right now.
Okay, sexy angel person. I will remember that. I'll try. And we pan over to Sitlali now.
I think Sitlali is going to approach Zynon. That's a hell of a stick you got.
God damn it, Quinn!
Not this.
My Ema gave it to me.
I'd like to know how it works sometime.
We pan to Gentle.
I think Gentle, in sincere Gentle fashion, goes and walks over to Squeak, and like with a very like hand of healing, that orange like affectionate glow, just puts her hand like right on the top of Squeak's lovely orbitous head, and just says, "It was at least a little fun, but you gotta wake up now."
Ugh, dang it! Ugh, not again! Ugh.
And the dream collapses, and Squeak wakes up. She wakes up from her little leaf bed. She bounces out of bed, actually, goes over to a curved dirt wall in her bedroom, where we see a board posted up on the wall. On one side of the board, we see Dream, Hounds, and Nova 99. On the other side, we see Dream Me 0. Should have let her win. With a sad face on it, she erases the 99 and writes a 100. And as she does, she looks wistfully off into the distance and says,
Damn! I guess the most powerful force in the multiverse truly is trans and queer people of color-led working class solidarity rising up against an oppressive ruling class. And that was the live show. Thank you so much for tuning in to Transplanar RPG, the Coliseum of Queer Chaos. I have been your game master and creative producer, Connie Chong, my friend Heather, they, he, and she. You can find me across the internet at by Connie Chong. Kai, take it away.
Oh, I have been Kai. You can find me everywhere as Estelle of Imladris, and it has been my pleasure to play with Nova and the Hounds. And Squeak, I guess. And you can find me back doing this in 2 weeks as Mr. Zanin-ish.
yeah, Sam, take it away.
Hello, I am and have always will be Sam Star. You can find me all across the internet on all social media at Lust for Life, LUSTTFORLIFEEX. Yes, I know it's a mouthful, but brain recognition at this point. That's just me. And just like right next to these beautiful people, you can catch me over on Twitch with these beautiful, beautiful Strike Team members. Saturday after next.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, sadly, Sarah's dead, so.
Yeah. And speaking of Dead Slayer, hello everybody, I'm Valiant Dorian. I use him his pronouns. You can find me all around the internet at Valiant Dorian or at Also Spirit Bear. Please enjoy that lovely church I just set you on. I will not spell that for you, I have ADHD. And today I had the distinct pleasure of playing Sayer, who uses he, they pronouns, and you will also see him in 2 weeks, so will you? Our misbeloved twin of the Chosen One. Take it away, Hounds.
Yes, hello, my name's Humna. I use any and all pronouns, and you can find me all over the social medias at LilithTTRPG. Today, I had the pleasure of reprising my role as Duran Qadr, the Hound's resident bottom. And it was such a pleasure to play with the three of you. Honestly, this is great, and I love you all.
Best time ever. I love you all.
Hi everyone, my name is C. I use they them pronouns. You can find me making very trans, very gay art on the internet at CPlaysRPG. If you liked what I did here, get help.
No, I refuse.
You especially.
I will never get help.
You especially. I will be producing, dramaturging over on Transplanar. You can also find me across the internet doing lots of gay stuff. Check it out. Artemis didn't make an appearance today, but maybe she will. Sometime soon.
Don't do that.
Hey, we're the ones that have to deal with that.
Don't worry about it.
Every day I worry.
Every day.
Hi, hello, I'm Quinby Rodriguez. My pronouns are they, them. I've been Sitlali Thornheart, Goldheart, who knows. You can find me on Twitter at Quintastic_ with 3 N's. Everything I'm doing is under NDA right now, but there's a lot of exciting things happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
We love a boss.
Hi, I'm Dare, pronouns she, they, Faye. You can find me pretty much anywhere on the internet that I want to be found at Dare to Dream RPG. That is DARE, the number 2, DREAM RPG. I write, I do things, I'm generally hot, and I'm a problem. So just find me.
Yes, that's been my incredible cast. Big sponsor shout out to everyone who supported us, and thank you for coming. Enjoy the rest of your big bad con, and tune in to Transplanar RPG Saturdays at 8 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time on Twitch at Transplanar RPG. We're taking next weekend off, but the weekend after that, we're gonna be going. So thank you again for attending the Coliseum of Queer Chaos. Have a wonderful rest of your Saturday.